What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to yet another brand new release. We are finally back home, back to my good mic, back to my good lighting, and I got a lot to catch up on. And first up, we've got the new Mamamoo release. This is their first release in like a long time. I'm pretty sure I only got to know them recently. So I was just introduced to them a couple months ago with their Killing Voice. You guys voted for me to watch it on Patreon. So that my Patreon's linked down below. You can find it there. And then I've also been reacting to a bunch of their music videos and stuff over there as well recently. So you check those all out, linked down below. And for this month, I decided that all revenue from new and upgraded subscriptions is going to be donated to the Ron Nasty Foundation, which is a charity that's very close to my heart. Proceeds go towards helping St. Jude's Children's Cancer Hospital and then also towards supporting youth gymnastics. So check that out if you want to see my first reactions to Mamamoo. They are crazy. That Killing Voice, oh my god, one of the craziest things I've ever heard, ever reacted to. And now I'm a full-blown fan. I already got tickets to their concert here in Chicago in August. So if you're going there, make sure to say hi if you see me. And so yeah, we got to check out the new music video. And I already know we're going to be blessed. Almost 3.5 minutes too. Yes. Like, come on. Who's doing it like that? We're 3 seconds in. I like the strings in this instrumental. She looks so good in a suit. They all look so good and sound so good. That's why she's my bias. Adding in this drum too. I like that she's getting more singing lines in this too. Oh yeah, now we got some color in these shots. I knew it was gonna come at some point. It was gonna be bright. That lighting. The drama. Ooh, this is a gorgeous shot. Love. Yeah, this is a great song. What I really love about Mamamoo is how they, like, their style is very distinctive, and especially with the instrumentals, they tend to go a very different direction than most of the industry. Like, we get a lot more of like strings, we get a lot more piano, like a lot more of like a jazzier vibe to a lot of their instrumentals from what I've heard so far. Like I said, I'm a relatively new fan, so I haven't heard a ton of their discography, but from what I've heard, they tend to lean a little bit more jazzy than what we typically hear in K-pop, and I really, really like that style. And then their vocals, my God. Like, they don't let up for a single second. They're all so good. Um, and like through their earlier discography that I've heard, like mostly Moonbyo mostly only gets like rap, but obviously like we've seen her solo career, we've seen she can really sing. So I like that she got more singing lines here than we've seen in a lot of the older releases. She sounded great. I love this hair color on her too. Stun. The only two that I like really know so far are Solar, who's my bias, and then Moonbyo. But the other two also really slay. I just haven't like gotten to know them quite as well, but they're both so good too. They're all just so good. And when you have vocals at this level where everyone is at that level, like you can do anything. And they sounded amazing. Yeah. I like that they have like it's like an upbeat song, but it also still feels emotional and it still feels meaningful. And I thought it was interesting like what they did with the colors. Like I knew with the first part of it, like where the main chorus scenes were black and white, I knew it would come into color at some point. And then I really liked the way that they lit them, like that bright sunlit lighting, and the vibrancy of all the colors. But then like in the other scenes, I like that they didn't just make it like black and white filter for everything, but they instead like they used muted colors in the scenery. Well, we'll go through it. And then their outfits being black and white, and like, come on, they look so good in suits. Women in suits, always fire. Ooh, and they do it. They do it some of the best. They're some of the best at it. So very glad we got that moment. But let's go through this again and get even deeper into it. Because, I mean, for a lot of it, I was just so distracted by ascending because of the vocals that I didn't even get to, like, fully take in the visuals. Like, come on! But, like, see, like, we've got, like, the gray and white outfits. And then the colors all around are very muted, like this yellowy color, and then no other colors beside it. And then like the like symmetrical background, and then asymmetrical chairs. Like the chairs are all at different levels, so it creates like an interesting picture just with the different layers to the background that they have here, but then like anchoring you with the symmetry. But like that instrumental is just so nice. Like it has that drum beat in the background to like bring you in, but then it's also got those strings that keep it really interesting and add that little bit of groove. Oh, and that low register. Yes. And you got the chessboard, and then you also got the tiles in the background that make like that checkerboard pattern too. And then there's like these ones have like a smaller checkerboard pattern within them. And then the windows too also like have that pattern of a lot of squares. So then I think it's interesting that the wall here is like curved just to break up all of those square patterns, like square table too. And then you also have the ball shaped light. But yeah, she looks so good in the suit with the slick back hair. And then love like bringing in more layers of that percussion here and like bringing that energy up. It's so good. And she has such a good rhythm with her vocals, and like it's like a rap rhythm but singing vocals that she's kind of doing. I really, really like that. She's just so good. Okay. And then like again with the colors like very muted here, but you still got like a color, but it still like gives like that kind of darkened, like more muted black and white vibe without just doing a boring black and white filter over it. So I like the way that they played with the colors there. And then that shot is just so gorgeous, like the bright lights through this window, but it's like she's separated from it. Like we're separated from the light. We can't touch it quite yet, but it's there. It's so bright, it's blinding, but we just can't get there yet. And then also want to say, I love the makeup here. Like the eyeliner it's nice and sharp and bold, but it's not overly exaggerated. And then you got like a little bit of like that gray eyeshadow. It matches the color of the suit really well, but it's not like an overly like statement makeup look. It's just enough to like go with it well and add some like some sharpness and some boldness, but it still like feels very natural. Yeah, great pre-chorus. Like you just really get into the groove of it, and then they bring you right up. And okay, this is a different topic, but going into this chorus and into this black and white shot, I think something that's interesting about the black and white shot, the filter, I don't know if it's intended or not. I don't know. But like I just noticed this like right now. But because it's in that black and white filter, the leaves of the tree actually kind of look like flowers. Like they kind of almost look like daisies because of the way they've like got that white light on them. So I think that's just cool. And then you also notice the difference in their hair too. So in the black, like darker, more muted scenes, they all have straight hair. And then as you come into these outdoor scenes, where eventually there will be the color here, but you can already see that brightness of the sunlight throughout it, they all have the wavy hair. It feels bouncier, it feels flowier, it feels freer. Whereas that straight hair, especially like Solar's slicked back hair, it feels like more strict, more boxed in. Like that is very intentional with the two different vibes that they're contrasting here. Yeah, this like post-chorus is so nice because like the instrumental ramped up on the pre-chorus, and like from the pre-chorus into the chorus it didn't feel like super dramatic, but then you get like those drum beats to kind of climax at the chorus, and then it slows down for this post-chorus, so it's nice to have that little bit of contrast, and then they sound amazing here too. And like this part, like it kind of adds like I said, the song felt upbeat but also emotional at the same time. This is kind of where I feel like that comes in a lot, like very upbeat chorus, but then like here you get that like emotional, hopeful vibe. And this shot is just gorgeous. Like, oh, she looks so good. Like the side profile, come on girl, work. Like, come on. And then also visually, like they got this staircase back here, which adds a lot of dimension and shadow and layers into this set, which is nice to have. If like this was just a plain white background, it would feel a little bit out of place. And then obviously it goes with the color scheme too. But it actually also transitions really well. Like having all the corners of that staircase, you get similar shapes like with these papers all stacked on the wall. So it transitions those scenes quite well. And then the wind on the papers, again, adds a lot more dimension, a lot more movement. And it's like an interesting shot because she's only like in the bottom half. Normally you'll see like about, like, in photography they use like the rule of thirds a lot, so usually you'll see her about like the head's around like 2/3 height, but they've got her way lower, so it puts a lot more focus on the papers and like really seeing that movement throughout them. I love her vocals here. That part, like that, she's like a little bit low, a little bit husky, and then like that one high note that comes through. Ooh. Okay, this interesting because I remember the chess pieces from Solar's set earlier, and then the cup of water from Moonbyul's set earlier. So it's like now they're starting to combine, even though in each one of those they were all alone. Now they're starting, the pieces are coming together. It's all interconnected. Like in all the verses, like when it gets to her part, that instrumental, I get that the percussion really comes in. It's like, yes. I love some good, nice, crisp percussion. Really always levels up a song for me. So like that comes in, it's like, yes. And then interesting here, you notice the water is still leaking here. Like, come on, these poses, girl, she did this just to kill us. There's no reason she needed to be doing all that. There's no reason she needed to be doing all that there. She just wanted to murder us, and it's working. There we go, we got our color in. And then all the outfits here are really cute too. Like I love how they play with the layering on each of them. You can't really see it here, but she has like a lacy bra underneath the spaghetti strap tank top, and then the patterned pants there. She's got the patterned pants and then the two-toned shirt, the polka dot, the high neck, and then with the bright colored bra underneath, and then like the collar here and the sleeves having those different colors versus the main color of the shirt. And then it's all like bright colors, some like flowy materials that give you some movement, like in the skirt, in this very light material t-shirt. And just like the coloring, it's so vibrant, that perfect like sunlit lighting, like shining and reflecting through those leaves, bringing out those bright greens and yellows. Amazing. Like, they're all just so good. Like, who else can do runs like this, where it's like every single member has insane lines and insane ad-libs? Like, they all can just show off so much. I really love the big, like they're thin, but they're like the big hoops here. I also love her smile so much. It makes me so happy. She has like such a contagious smile, but like the big giant hoops and then with the long wavy hair, like they go together really well, and it just adds like a little extra touch, a little extra like gleam of something in there, especially reflecting off of that sunlight. So good. Like, what am I even supposed to say about that? Come on. And it's like, that's just the second verse. That's not even the outro. Like, the outro's always, like, the bridge and the outro, that's always where, like, you're gonna save the craziest vocals for. But they can just go so crazy throughout the whole song on all the vocals because they can do even better in the outro. Like this right here. Like, I love the intensity through that part, like the vocals, like the chant of the four flowers, and then the insane ad-lib each time. And then, like, through the music video too, like the desperation, the ripping the papers off the wall, the throwing the chairs around. And like I said earlier, like, each of these scenes, like, where they're all alone, and like the lack of color, like the rigid, like, straighter hairstyles, and like the more rigid kind of style of clothing too. Like, a suit is like, it's tighter, it's like sharper lines, like it keeps you more like still than like the free flowing outfits that they have later in the colored parts. So it's like, then in this part they're like breaking that apart, like, you know, throwing all the chairs to the ground, ripping all those papers off the wall, breaking free from the things holding them back, and like blooming into the color. And then that instrumental, like, you hear it really peak, really intensify. And then you still got that drum, like, bringing like a certain, like a different type of intensity to this part. While it's a lower instrumental, it still like has that emotional intensity to it, because like there's that drum beat that like brings it up just a little bit. Like, you can just, like, you feel like that emotion through their vocals so well. Like, these like high note, like, it's soft and it's high, and then it feels like it's just on the edge of like the voice breaking. Like, their vocals are good enough that like their voice isn't gonna break on a note like this, but like holding it there, like, and like giving that that kind of feel as if it's about to, it adds that emotion into it. And then I love the sunlight, like the silhouette here where they're not like fully silhouetted, but you can still like see the bright colors. But then like you also get the sun sparkling and reflecting off the water. It's just so nice. And you still get that glow from the backlighting around them too. It just feels very dreamy. Yeah, they did it again. With vocals like that, you can't miss. You can't. Dude, I can't believe I see them in concert in like 2 months. My ears are about to be so freaking blessed. I cannot wait. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I wish they came back with more than a single and they did like a full mini album, but at least they still gave us everything here. So I'm really happy about that. And they're doing music show promotions too, so I'll definitely have to check that out. See if like, there's no choreo in this music video, so I'm not sure if they'll do choreo at music shows, but I don't know. We'll have to check out one of the performances on Patreon sometime. So yeah, make sure to subscribe because obviously I will be doing a concert vlog and can definitely check out some more stuff if they come out with any more. But yeah, subscribe, smash like, comment down below all of your thoughts. So excited to hear what you guys think too. I mean, after waiting this long, they did not disappoint. And then Patreon, like I said, down below. We got lots of Mamamoo reactions over there. They're killing boys, literally life-changing. And all proceeds from new and upgraded subscriptions for this month will be donated to the Ron Nasty Foundation. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.